to tell you about something else.
Yeah.
Which is tips on how to travel without having to spend too much.
Actually.
Because most things that you hear when you want to go on a trip, I don't have money.
Yes.
There is no money. My account is red.
Yeah.
So don't worry. Tea Coffee has got you this money.
You know, I like these tips here because, okay, so I want to say something before we start this, right?
Yeah.
Someone said to me, a Nigerian that lives abroad.
Okay.
She's lived abroad for over 30 years or something like this. You know, she's a baby boomer. And she was explaining to me that she's realized that I'm saying this because of some of the tips that are here.
Yeah.
You know, when people hear stuff like travel cheap, that see, you don't even get money, hide your face, all this kind of stuff. And where is that sentiment and attitude coming from? So this lady, she said something to me. She said that she has realized that Nigerians they are not proud of the work that they do. So for instance, you see, for instance, you know, and I think maybe that's because of the class status that runs our culture, right? So for instance, you see in a country like United Kingdom, a cleaner, she's given as much, she's accorded respect. Do you understand? Obviously not everywhere, but in a corporate organization, you have benefits of the company just as much as, for instance, a manager does. Do you understand? Things like that, etc., etc. You know, and they pay taxes on that particular job and everything. They are proud to wear their uniform and come to work. Some people do that for 10 years and whatever, right? Now in Nigeria, you you won't be proud to say that I'm a cleaner, for something like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me use an example from here. Yeah, like you won't be proud to say that I'm a waiter, or you won't be proud to say that I'm a bartender.
Yeah.
And I honestly, Modupe, I think it is something proud to say, especially in this generation where there's yahoo, there's fraud, there's all sorts of nonsense, ritual killings for the sake of money, and you are breaking your back to go and collect money legitimately when the ratio of boys or the ratio of guys, you know, people, not say it's not a man thing. The ratio of people that do fraudulent activities, illegal activities for the sake of money is alarming. I don't know why I'm so serious this morning, but it's just it needs to be said, you know.
These are conversations that touch deep, that hit deep. You know, I was just talking about the rates of kidnappings and everything going on. Like, it is so sad that going out is like, and coming back safely.
You need to be thanking God.
You need to be thanking God. Go and do Thanksgiving. This day I went out and I came back in. Because unforeseen circumstances, a lot of things are just happening and you're wondering, is the world coming to an end?
Yeah, exactly.
You're asking series of questions and so I get you.
But anyway, we're not talking about labor, you know, and the diligence of work this morning. We're talking about traveling, and now we're taking the conversation to ways we're going to be giving you tips. Now, these tips, I really would like you to pay attention to this. Now, these tips, the reason why I was saying what I was saying earlier is because some of these tips, they'll sound foreign to, you know, a Nigerian local, but actually, it's something you can really do, and something that can actually save you a lot of money and gets you traveling experience at the same time. Wonderful. To one bird killing two stores, right? No. One bird killing two stores. You know,
I made that mistake.
I know. Do you know what's I was going to make fun of you that yesterday. You made All right, let's go.
All right, of course, so there are plenty of ways to travel on a budget and for free also, but you just need to be willing to get creative, because traveling the world with no money sounds like an impossible dream, but it is possible. You can do it responsibly without breaking the bank. Now, let us help you create a travel chip plan, or you can call it a travel for free.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, first off is to get a job overseas. Get a job overseas. So you are not making enough money at your job, right? Or even worse, are you working a job you hate? That conversation. Why not get a job overseas? There are plenty of opportunities in the world as long as you aren't picky. After all, this isn't a career you are starting. True. It's just a way to earn money to travel, for travel. Now, here are some popular and easy to find jobs you can get when you travel. Okay, au pair. Did I get that?
Yeah, au pair.
Yeah, an au pair is a live-in caregiver who helps a host's family by looking after their children and doing some basic housekeeping. In exchange, you get free room and board and a small salary. This is a great route if you are looking to learn a new language or immerse yourself in a new culture. So we have the bartender, hostel workers, waitress, waiter, farm worker, dive instructor, a tour guide, cruise ship worker, casino worker, seasonal worker at ski resort, yacht worker, yoga instructor. And the fun fact is that these jobs don't require advanced degrees or a lot of work experience either. It's an easy, fun way to lengthen your travels, deepen your experience, and make a little money.
I love that fun fact,
I see what you were talking about, the kind of jobs, you know, because when you say, I'm a bartender, people will now come and be saying, that's what you do.
Hide your face. Come on.
But I mean, but the funny thing, these people make a lot of money. Now, there's a particular woman, I was analyzing something. There's a woman that we used to buy. This is funny, but I'll say it.
Please.
We used to buy yam from.
Yeah.
And I was analyzing how much she would make in a day. Like, compared to people that bust their ass for a whole month. And get probably the same amount.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, our side also will not go and be frying yam on the road. Because in as much as we don't sit down to actually calculate and see, the same people are making a lot of money. They send their children to school with the money they make from it. They pay house rent with the money they make from it. They do a lot of things with the money they make from it. And you are there saying, I cannot do this job. I have a degree.
Hey.
What?
Carry your degree on your head like
cool
this.
Cool cash. So I mean,
a degree is something to be proud of. I have to say that because it sounded like we might be. No. It's education is something to be proud of at all times.
Exactly. Know me. I'm still thinking of getting my PhD. So yeah.
Dr. MJ.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I love it. DMJ. That's what I'll be calling. Hey, DM. Okay, all right. Okay, so on this list, the work I have done is bartender. Yeah, so I used to be a bartender at Birmingham.
So.
Yeah, I used to be a bartender at Birmingham City Stadium. I know I wasn't just standing in the bar. I was serving food, cleaning up the bar. It's a very interesting.
I would really like to see you do something like that. Like actually see you work.
What?
As a bartender.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm working right now. What do you mean? What do you mean? But like, it's okay. So I'll give you a story. So the first time I poured a beer for a person, right? And I think I mean, my father has taught me how to pour a beer at home. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I think maybe because it was my first day on the job, I was a bit nervous or something, right? So, you know, the way you pour beer into a cup, you actually, you tilt the cup and then you pour it so that it's actually on the, like on the surface, on the side of the cup. You don't pour it directly. Because if you pour it directly, it foams up.
Yeah.
And then that means that the person is drinking more foam than beer, essentially, right? And that means, So the first time I served this, it was this, old white guy. He comes, I want a beer, and then I'm serving it. And then I think I was rushing, so I didn't tilt it. I just poured it like that, and I gave this man foam. What is this? I didn't pay for this. I need money back. Blah blah blah. The manager just said, Ade, step back. I'm sorry, sir. We'll give you another drink. So they gave him that one, and then they served him another one. And the manager was just like, you know what? Until you figure this out, stay away.
Oh my! But how did you feel though?
I was because it just happened in a moment, and I was like, I know this now. You understand? So, but apart from that, I feel like now I'm scaring people away from like this kind of job. But apart from that, okay. So a useful skill that I learned from there was, the tills. And how to count money fast. And in UK they use coins and notes. So how to decipher. So because of that, like I don't have to see a coin to know how much it is.
It is.
I know what 20p feels like. I know what a 50p coin feels like. I know what a £1 coin feels like. You understand? So I learned how to count money faster. I learned how to, you know, do those. It was interesting, Sha. It was interesting. So yeah, some of these skills, you know, I love that the fun fact says you don't require a degree for it.
Yeah.
You need to just think about is that I'm traveling to a different country. I'm going to apply for a job. I'm going to apply for a job there. I'm taking money there. I'm going to apply for a job there. Maybe, for instance, you take like you budget 200,000 naira, right? I'm going to take 200,000 and convert it to their currency. And maybe in a country like UK, you for the month you're working, you earn like 900 pounds or like 750 pounds. You know, some 1,200 pounds, right? For your services. That means you've taken 200k and 1,000, and you've earned 1,200 pounds from legitimate work. You will buy. You will shop, you will enjoy your life, bring that money back home, come and convert it to naira. You know, so these are very interesting tips and useful tips. All right, now the next one, teach English overseas. My sister has actually done this.
Nice.
Now, one of the best ways to make money for travel is to teach English overseas. You can make a lot of money teaching, depending on the country you work in. The world is yearning for teachers, and this is a job in high demand. Many companies in Asia, many companies in Asia would even pay for your flights over. Awesome. If you have a college or university degree, you'll be able to make more money and apply for better positions, though it's not necessary for many countries. All right, I said my sister has done this before, right? Okay, so before I got the lecturing job in the UK, right? I got another job before that, but then the lecturing job came out and it just seemed like a better offer. Now, believe it or not, the offer I got was to teach media and English in China for 2 years. 2 years, and the job offer was they pay for your tickets there, they pay for your accommodation for the whole 2 years. They feed you for 2 years and they pay you full salary. So I'm not paying money for transports. I'm not paying money for rent. I'm not paying money. I'm not paying money for rent. I'm not paying money for feeding. And I'm just collecting salary.
Wow.
That was like, those are the kind of opportunities that you can find, like, you know, to go and teach English. But then the lecturing job came, you know, the Chinese job was in China. Yeah, the job was in China. So they're going to ship me out to China for 2 years and stuff like that. At the same time, my sister was also going to China. So we're going to we plan to live together and stuff. But then the lecturing job came and I was like, lecturer 23, 24, I have to take it now. So I can brag in the future, you know. But, you know, so back to what my sister did. She spent a whole year in China, and the write-up actually said Asian companies, and it's very correct. My sister spent a whole year in China, and part of that year, she was teaching young people, young Chinese children, how to speak English. Sometimes she would do au pair jobs where she's going to care for them and stuff like that. She'll teach them English and stuff like that. There were some, I'm not going to, I don't want to. There were some experiences that were a bit racial that she experienced, but it didn't. You know. I don't want to say it's normal. It's wrong. But it doesn't take away the fact that she was able to earn money on that trip, and that is what we're talking about.
Exactly.
You know, traveling and earning money.
And earning money. Oh.
Yeah. And then, you know, China. I mean, like, we all speak English, and they're trying to, you know, penetrate into the global markets and things like this. So English is a skill as a Nigerian you already have. Exactly. I can imagine you teaching like English, like Chinese.
So hello, class. Today we're going to be talking about the article "the."
The article "the," you know, the MJ. Let's try the MJ.
My name is Dr. Modupe Give.
I see already. Manifestations.
Oh my goodness. The next one is look for work exchanges.
Right.
Now, there are plenty of employers who provide free housing for short-term or even long-term stays in exchange for work. This is called a work exchange. For example, if you've ever been intrigued by the idea of living and working on a farm, WWOOF, that's WWOOF, is your chance to see the world while you do so. So WWOOF stands for Worldwide Opportunities on Organic Farms. So farming is primarily seasonal work, and farmers need seasonal help. While they while they often have an abundance of space, housing, and food, many organic farmers don't have an abundance of money. So in exchange for 4 to 6 hours help each day, they provide room and board. You are on your own for the cost of the transportation to get there, though. You can go woofing by yourself, as a couple, with friends, or even as a family with children. Select which country you're interested in, and Woof will show you a list of host farms and connect you with the farmers. Nice. If you can apply that in Nigeria,
As in,
you just go to states like maybe Kaduna, Kano, the two places where they have these farms.
Get accommodation and work on the farm, and then on your free time, you go touring.
I mean, it's something we should look into.
Actually, that sounds like a lot of fun, you know, because like, for instance, let's say you don't even know any farm work, like some people, you know. Let's say you don't know any farm work, like some people, you know, in our midst, you know, you're going there, you're going to learn some farm skills, some farming skills, rather, you know, get your hands dirty and all of that. And then you get accommodation for free because obviously you're working there, and then you go out and tour. That sounds like fun.
It is nice. I mean, I remember in secondary school when we used to do agric science. We used to just how to plant beans and likes. And luckily for me, we had a vast in our house then, so we had uprooted whatever it is was there. So we had soil. Like fertile soil there. So we'll take beans and then we'll plant, and even pepper, and then they will grow and we'll take it like out at all. Now I wonder if we had like a space.
Like a whole farm. You know, one place in Lagos, in Nigeria. Excuse me. One place in Nigeria that I would actually love to visit is the IITA.
I've heard of that.
I really want to visit the IITA.
I heard their products are so fresh.
For the life of me, I don't want to get the acronym wrong, but it's the Institute of Agriculture basically. I think it's located in Ibadan.
Ibadan, yes. Ibadan.
And I really, you know, Bolade and I, we keep talking about it. It's gonna happen soon. Like, I really want to see that place.
When I was serving in Ibadan, I had core members like mates. So I used to see that. Anyway, you get the drill.
Yes, we get the gist.
So yeah, they were working there. And sometimes they will show you what they produce, and it's so fresh. Like tomatoes, so fresh. And you're wondering, maybe same Nigeria.
And you know what's funny? Because you are like working and you're eating fresh. As in tomato, fresh from the farm.
As I work there, their skin is different. They are very, very fresh.
Okay. All right. You want to take the next one?
Okay, so the next is use the sharing economy. So this is talking about you using this to find cheaper accommodation, quirky tour guides, ride-share options, and home-cooked meals with local chefs. Now, you can bypass the traditional travel industry with sharing economy websites and gain access to locals using their own assets and skills to become small tourism companies with cheaper prices. Moreover, locals know where to find deals. Sharing economy, that also makes sense. Using tour guides and the likes.
So like okay, so for instance, in Amsterdam, right? If you don't want to pay for a hotel, because hotels can be expensive or whatever the case may be, and you're on a budget, you can get shared hostels. And those hostels are actually like secondary school hostels. Awesome. In the sense that you're sleeping on the bunk. Yes, you're sleeping on the bunk. You're sharing toilets and bathroom. Right, but you know, so to some people that sounds like, why would I do that? I want soft life. Soft life for me alone. See, let's be real, please. I don't like all those. Look, like, see, I feel like if you can afford to stay in a 5-star hotel, please do. If you can afford to, and you're not breaking your back, please do. If you can afford to a 3-star hotel, please do. If you can afford a shared hostel, that's where your pockets carry you. Don't go to 3-star hotel and then you're stranded and you're now telling us that, see what the government of this country are doing to me. We will not listen to you. We will not listen to you. We're tired. We're tired of all those stories. What about fundraise to get me out of this country? You're on your own. Please. It's true.
Let's go. Why are you vexing?
All right.
See, some people, it's not like they are all I put is they can't afford it and then they are still forming or anything. For someone like me, like people, let me even use myself as an example.
You like soft life?
No, it's not about that. Some people have very sensitive body and sensitive, body system.
Okay.
So any small thing,
So the people that are sleeping on the bunk that are paying for hostel, they have to heads.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay, no. I don't mean to invalidate what you say, but you're right.
But I'm just
You're
saying.
right. You're right.
Some people are like that. It's not because sometimes I want. Do you know how I survived? Anyone that went to the same university that I went to will tell you how I survived the university.
Which school? Which school?
I went to Covenant University.
Oh, okay, Covenant University is not bad. You guys are posh now. You guys are living
I'm saying how I survived, like, for someone that is not used to like sharing toilets, bathrooms, and the likes, and then you have to, because
wait, were you a day student?
It's not a day student. It's
Wait,
university now.
no. I mean like secondary school. Were you a day student?
Yes, now.
Oh, okay, me, I've been boarding house since I was like 10. So me, I'm used to rugged life. I'm used to basketballs.
So that's the thing, So at the end of the day, you have to buy infection, disinfectants, and all those things.
I just remembered something. Sorry. So I've been, I went to boarding school in Nigeria, and the boys. I won't say they know the boarding school because of the comments I'm about to make. So, so I not say that I'm washing that dirty linen in the public. So in this secondary school, right? Obviously, it was still when we were there. To be fair to the school, when we were there, the school was still like growing, and they hadn't built a lot of things properly. A lot of structures weren't done properly. So sometimes in the morning, there's no lights in the bathroom, or there's no water in the bathroom.
Wow.
Meaning that what do you have to do? You go to the outside and you bath. You bath under the moonlight. You bath under the cloud and the sky.
Wow.
Very interesting. You're sleeping in a bunk. You're sleeping in a room with like 6 bunks, 7 bunks, meaning that there are 14 people sharing a room. That's secondary school, right? And then I moved to the UK to I go to boarding school in the UK for my A levels.
Yeah.
And I had my room to myself. I had my own bathroom. I had my own toilet. I see.
Weird.
Should I bust it?
What?
Some of the students, they were not complaining that, oh, we don't like this facility, it's this. I say I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm very, very fine.
What?
I have my own room. Hey! You people don't even understand. You don't know where I'm coming from. I say I used to bump under the cloud and the sunlight. You people have your own room. I'm fine. I'm very, very okay. But yeah, it's
extra. But I imagine, I'll have to myself. What?
So funny. Like, what someone from my secondary school, we went to that same boarding school together. The head boy of my school. So when people were complaining that, oh, the facilities, we're just looking at them like, so this was, you don't know what's going on around the world. But anyway, let's move on. All right, before we move on, just to give you information, IITA is the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture. Is located on Oyo Road in Ibadan. If you have some time, plan a holiday, go to the IITA. Yeah. Okay,
so we are going into the next year.
Yes, the next tip. The next tip is cook your own meals. We can't overstate this.
Yes.
I think I owe you a food date or something, but with guy.
Ade, continue.
Guy. All right, cook your own meals. The best way to save money on the road is to cook all your own meals, especially in expensive destinations like Iceland, where eating out can really destroy your budget. Sorry. I'm going to take that again. Okay. The best way to save money on the road is to cook all your own meals, especially in expensive destinations like Iceland, where eating out can really destroy your budget. If you're staying in hostels, book accommodation that has a kitchen so you have space to cook. But then again, if there is no kitchen, pack your own container and cutlery and make some sandwiches and salads on the go. Not every meal requires a stove, right? Just because you're traveling doesn't mean you need to eat out every meal. You won't ruin your trip to Paris if you decide not to eat out one day. There's simply no reason to be spending lots of money on food on your trip. Like I'm telling you, like, why are you going out to again? Yeah. I don't even like. Last night I was actually thinking about this. Like, fam, like if by God's grace, when I have the money that I'm looking for, like I was thinking that Ade, would you be the guy that would be cook? Because I really want to get back into cooking. I've told them in my house that I used to be a serious cook. Modupe. I used to cook everything I eat. Like I never used. What I used to do is that I'll go to, for instance, a Jamaican restaurant. I'll try out the food, and then I will learn how to make that food if I like it. That's what I used to do. Do you understand? So obviously, coming back to Nigeria, you're at home, you're in your comfort zone. You don't have to for me, I don't have to do anything. I'm just so I didn't have to cook. But this year, I want to get back into the kitchen. Right? Why are you doing your face like that? What's your own? What's it? What? Speak your mind. Speak your mind.
Yoruba, they used to say that in Kotasi. Kinekon.
You don't even know it. You don't even know it. Marisa, please help us. What's the problem? You don't even know it.
I don't want to expose.
Kotasi.
Tilefijona, what they say, something like that.
Marisa, please help us. What's it saying?
In Kotasi, Tilefijona, I don't want us to expose this. What we do in the.
Oh, look like you're on one this morning.
In the mud.
In the mud.
Okay, but no, guys, I'm trying to say that this Ade and I had a conversation on air. And I was thinking that Ade was actually going to. Boy, he was deceiving me. You see, men will frustrate you. This is what is going on.
Well, I'm your man, you need to treat me with love.
But you're not asking me we're supposed to have a lunch date today.
We're supposed to have a food day, yeah?
Sense to deceive me.
Please
continue.
All right, let's take the next one. Sleep in large dorms.
Okay, so sleep in large dorms. These large hostel dorm rooms are the cheapest paid accommodation out there. If couch surfing isn't your thing, this is your best way to save money on a place to sleep. The bigger the dorm, the cheaper it will be. While a 4 to 6 bed dorm might give you more privacy, a 12 to 18 bed dorm is going to be a bit cheaper. In the long run, this will add up. As long as you've got earplugs and the sleeping mask, opt for the bigger dorm to keep your budget intact. You have a lot of people in there. Do you cope well with having a lot of people around, like to sleep in your own space?
I don't like this your soft life. I don't like so you can't
No, it's not that.
You can't is it correct is that you can't okay, my friends and I call it JFK. You can't JFK together. Like JFK okay, let me just teach you this. So my friends and I, if we go for instance out and we want to pay for something, it's either one person pays or we JFK. So JFK is that all of us will contribute money together and pay for it, or one person handles the bill. So you can't JFK as in you can't sleep together in one room.
No, I've had to.
Okay.
I mean, I've had to. But what I'm trying to say is that I become an introverted extrovert, so to say, because once I'm done, hey, hi, and I get back into that space, I'm drawn in. So I plug my ears and I'm in my own space.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So that's the thing. Because sometimes when I'm in my private space, I just want quiet. I want, to be in my solitude. I want to think. I want to do things. But there might be noise everywhere and everyone is doing what's it is fun to join in and interact and everything. But at that point, I just want to be alone and quiet.
Yeah.
But you can't have that. And it would be selfish of you to now inconvenience others just because you feel a certain way or you're in a certain
For instance, you're
mood.
in a large dorm and you're playing loud music on your phone, having loud conversations. Yes, so she's that. Come on.
People are nice
Respect,
people.
yeah.
People are nice people, so they have conversation with their loved ones in the night, and you just want to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. If you are used to your own space, if you're used to being in your own and stuff like that, it can't be difficult adjusting to sleeping in rooms with multiple people. Me, I'm used to it. I did it for 6 years.
It's cool. It has advantages. I mean, you meet people, you have conversations, you're not bored, and things like that.
Different snoring sounds up and there. It's quite interesting. Like you are getting orchestral in the night.
Yes,
all right. The next one, take free walking tours. Actually, I love this. If you want to learn about the city, get your bearings, and see the major sites, take a free walking tour. You can find them in most major cities. Just ask the local tourist office, your hostel staff, or Google free walking tour. You'll get a solid instruction to the city while also getting access to a local guide you can ask questions to. Just be sure to tip your guy at the end. Excuse me. All right. So, for instance, you go to a country, like Gambia, you go to a country like South Africa, Ghana, for instance, has so many, historical places and like the White Castle and things like that, right? Let's say Europe, you're going to Italy, you're going to France, you're going to Greece, you're going to see like the world wonders and things like that, right? You can pay for a tour guide. And, the tour guide, they'll probably organize a car, the package in that tour guide might also include a food, things like this, so travel and welfare and logistics will all be covered by a tour guide. Or you can get your food, as in cook your own meals, as we said earlier. Get like a packed lunch, right? Get your backpack, get your fluids, your water. Like maybe a small first aid kit because you're in a foreign land.
Exactly.
And, anything can happen. Get your backpack, and as the write-up said, Google free walking tours, and then connect with a free walking tour guide and just, get to learn about the city. I think this is really the point we're trying to have on this conversation. There are cheaper alternative ways to actually experience what everybody else is. For instance, people on Instagram saying that, oh, look at my friend, he's in Italy. Wow, I wish I can go. You can go. You can go listen to this conversation this morning, and you will go and flex in Italy like your friend
that's why
on
we are here.
Instagram.
We're here to help you.
We're here to help you.
Yeah.
We're here to help you.
All right. So the next one is one I really particularly love. It's talking about how to capitalize your skills. Now, need some cash? Use Craigslist, TaskRabbit, or Gumtree to find people who need a few things done around the house and get paid to do them. It is a way to make money when you travel without committing to a long-term job. Additionally, if you have a skill, sell it. Offer haircuts to other travelers, busk for money, provide online services like editing, graphic design, or consulting. It's never been easier to work online. As long as you have Wi-Fi, you can make money. The sky's the limit here. Get creative.
Get creative. Yeah. There are people in Nigeria at the moment that they are not even doing this because they want to travel. They are in Nigeria and doing projects for people in Western countries, for people all over the world from Nigeria. You can work from home from Nigeria. You can, especially, and that is why, these like graphic design skills, editing skills, all these kind of creative skills would really take you far. I was speaking to a friend the other day, and he was just telling me that, man, I'm thinking of learning a new skill. And I was just like, that's interesting. What do you want to learn? And he was like, I've really discovered that because he has a good eye for design, right? Because he's actually an architect. He has a very good eye for design. And he just said, I realized that I actually I can make flyers. So I want to look into graphic design. I was like, bro, yes, do it. Do you understand? So these kind of skills, you can have a 9 to 5, and then you can still have jobs on the side that you are getting on these platforms. Earning money for travel, earning money for daily living, because Lagos is tough, man.
It's hard. It's a hard or something. I mean, this is not even the time where you just sit down and just have just one thing. You say, this is what I know how to do, and that is it. The world is going digital, and technology is taking over. You need to expand your horizon and think deep. Yes. Like that guy. He's a smart guy. Tell him I said that. He's a smart guy. Yeah.
All right. I think you know what I'm talking about anyway.
It's right.
Okay, let's move on.
Later. Okay. But there was something that actually came to mind when you were talking. I said, excuse me. There was this trend of somebody one gay that she was holding fart with a boyfriend. Okay. And then she had to go to the hospital because.
Do you need to fart?
I'm just saying you.
Do you need to fart?
You have your gas inside of you. Okay. So are you sure?